I'm out hunting in Wisconsin this morning. It's October 23rd. I'm out on public land. It's just been a great morning so far. The woods are alive. There's eagles, turkeys I've heard. And then just not too long ago, I actually had a doe come just sprinting behind me. She was probably about 8 yards away when she was at her closest. And then, sure enough, a little buck came following her trail. I don't know, at first I didn't really want to shoot him, but then I was like, it would be kind of cool to finally get a deer on the ground with my homemade longbow. So I decided if he gave me a shot, I was gonna shoot him. He was about 6 yards away from the base of my tree, and remember, I'm only like 11 feet up, so he's close. He started walking out broadside, just would have been such an easy shot, and then tried drawing back, and that was enough, and he kind of trotted off, never got a clean shot, so oh well. Man, that's just too bad. I thought for sure those turkeys were going to keep coming the way they were coming and get within range, but what can you do? I'm sure they didn't see me. I don't know if they saw something else or if they just decided that at that point in time they wanted to kick over to the other side of the river. But I did see about where they all landed, so once I get down for the morning, I'll just go walk over to the edge of the river and kind of see where they landed, mark a waypoint, so that the next time I actually go out turkey hunting, I can use that to my advantage. Well, after seeing those turkeys 2 consecutive mornings bow hunting, I decided just to come in here and focus on turkeys this morning. If I don't do too much calling, there's a good chance I'll probably still filter through the area at some point. The ability to get off an arrow on the ground, even when the deer are that close, it would have been really tough. And they were fawns, so I thought it was funny how that one was just looking at me, and then there was a branch right here and it just started eating. It's like, I know something's not right there, but it's not going to stop me from snack time. Alright, I got the tree stand all set up. It is November 7th here in northern Minnesota. And essentially where I put the stand is on a little narrow strip of high ground between two swamps. And usually when we find these kind of terrain features up in this area, the deer will seem to either walk the edges or they'll sometimes even have trails going right in the middle of this open high ground. I got some good back cover, not much for front cover, but hopefully I'll be able to get away with some movement. A lot of times when you get these little pine trees mixed in the woods, it gives you a really good opportunity to stand up, move your feet, draw your bow back without getting detected. Well, those two deer last night, they ended up just staying around 30-35 yards and just feeding until after dark, so I waited till they finally went away and then got down and headed out. Today I'm in a different spot, and to be honest, I thought I'd see a lot more sign than I did when I walked in here. Usually there's a bunch of scrapes on this ridge, rubs all over the place, but not much here, and coupled with the fact that we didn't see much yesterday either where we were at, that was a little bit surprising. So I'm hoping it's just one of those things where any day now it's gonna kick on. Historically, we've usually done the best out here November 10th through 15th, and it's only the 8th right now, so still got some time. Well, doesn't look like it's gonna happen tonight, so we're supposed to get a southwest wind tomorrow. That means I'll be going back to the same spot that I ended up last night, but I'll be sitting there all day tomorrow. Well, it's Wednesday morning now, and we got a little bit cooler weather. A little bit of frost on the windshield. It was about 30 degrees when we woke up this morning, so it's still not cold for this time of year, what we're used to, but given the weather that we have been having the last few days, it's definitely a trend in the right direction. So far today I've seen a spike, doe fawn, adult doe, and a basket rack buck chasing a doe. And it seems like just about every one of them has taken a little bit different route. But I'm kind of looking at tomorrow's wind and whether or not I can try and maximize my location and relative to the movement I have seen. And there's one tree kind of near the base of this big deadfall in front of me that 3 of the deer that I've seen have gone really close by. You know, they're not going over that deadfall, they're going around it. So there's a split trunk maple. Alright, it's about 3:30. Just got done moving my tree stand. I'm in a big multi-trunk tree right on the edge of the swamp and right at the base of the deadfall. Yeah. Man, is that just incredibly frustrating. I mean, I knew going into traditional archery I was going to have some moments like this, but it still sucks. I assume that deer was probably around 20 yards, and when I go to pace it off, it'll probably be a little bit further. But in the moment, that's what I thought she was, and that's what I shot for. The hold felt good. The arrow was right where I wanted it to be, on a good line, and the shot looked good, and then just dipped right underneath her right at the last second. I mean, even with the drop, it was still too low. The trajectory on that 700 grain arrow is something else. But I mean, what can you say? I just gotta hope that next time I can make the connection. Pretty slow night. It got so windy throughout the day. After about 10 o'clock in the morning, the wind just started whipping. A few times throughout the afternoon, I saw the same doe or doe fawn get up and move around in this brush. I'm sure it was bedding in there and just periodically getting up and walking around. It just doesn't quite seem like the rut up here is in full swing yet. I mean, I'm exactly where I want to be. I've been seeing does downwind of a doe bedding area, just not quite moving yet. I think this weekend, when we get the big cold front, that'll probably really kick things off up here. I also did a few city population control hunts where I shot 3 does with my compound. I shot another doe on public land in Wisconsin during the firearm season. I posted a video for that hunt. Once December rolled around, I didn't have a ton of incentive to head back into the woods. I have, however, gotten a head start on this next year's hunting by taking several scouting trips. I'll be focusing more on marshes and swamps than I did this year, and I'll be using a shorter homemade bow. Thanks for watching. Please click like and subscribe to my channel.